Hey, everybody, it's Jamie from Lemon Rebellion. I'm here today with one of my dear friends, Nicole Rager. How's it going, Nicole?
Oh, so good. I'm so happy to see you.
It's always a pleasure to speak with you. So, for those of you that don't know Nicole yet, let me tell you a little bit about her. She was born and raised in the Midwest, now is based in San Diego, and she spent the last decade teaching breath work to people all over the world. She combines her own down to earth, lighthearted nature with a passion for healing, love, and wholeness to bring you an experience unlike any other. And she'll introduce you to or remind you of the incredible transformative power that lies within your own body, a tool you'll be able to come back to time and time again through her transformational breathwork sessions. She's going to be joining us this September at Lemon Rebellion. She was also part of a Lemon Rebellion in February, and your session then was incredible. Made me cry of joy.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it was really incredible. So tell us, for those that don't maybe know about transformational breathwork yet, tell us what it is, how it works, what we can expect.
Yeah. Breath work, transformational breath work specifically. Well, let me back up even and just say thank you. Thank you for inviting me back. I loved the event. I loved being with you, and I'm just really looking forward to the whole new group of people who are coming. I'm really excited about it. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I'm very happy to have you on board again.
Thank you. So breath work is a healing modality, really. And I first got into it, like you said, about 10 years ago, and I had no idea what breath work could do. I was like, I'm breathing all the time. Like, how could breathing be like a healing thing other than, just maybe calming the nervous system or something like that, which is great. But little did I know that breath work can transform us physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. What happens in life as we experience life, and depending on how comfortable we are with what we're experiencing, the breath will help us to kind of moderate what's happening or what we're experiencing. So if something really heavy or scary or traumatic happens in our life, the first thing that's going to happen is our breath is going to change. And so a lot of us have sort of restricted breathing patterns or have a habit of restricting our breathing, and we don't even know it because of experiences we've had in the past or what we're going through right now. So what breath work can do is help people to release some of these experiences that maybe got stuck in our bodies or we didn't know how to process, so that we can feel more connected to the present moment, more connected to ourselves, our hearts, and release physical pain, all sorts of good stuff.
That's awesome.
That's a lot of words.
Yeah, and you're used to guiding people to breathing. That was probably a lot more words than you're used to. Well, on your YouTube channel, I follow you. I'm a huge fan, and I've noticed you put out a new series lately with some guided breathwork sessions around certain things. There's one on grounding. There's one on
expansion.
Yeah, like openness. Expansion. How do you create kind of different kinds of breathwork sessions to do those kind of different things? How do they work?
Great question. Yeah, thank you. Well, each of us has a unique breathing pattern, and based on our life and our beliefs, and our breath is directly correlated to what we're believing, what we're feeling, what we're experiencing. So there are certain areas of your body that are more open or more used to receiving the breath, flowing with the breath. So, and they relate to what we're believing, feeling, experiencing. So if we breathe into different areas or relax certain muscles, that helps to cultivate different feelings and different experiences in life.
That's interesting. Now, for anyone that's listening or watching this talk with Nicole, I don't know if you notice that when we're talking about breath, are you paying more attention to your breath? Because I am. Feeling, either tension or release, depending on once I'm paying attention to what's happening with it. And when you're in one of Nicole's sessions, that level of attention to your breath and what's happening in your body is just amplified by 1000%. And it's really a fascinating experience to go through that and become so aware of how the breath is just moving through you. And
Yeah.
it's, for me, as I mentioned before, and I wouldn't doubt that this happens to a lot of people that do work with you, there's just an emotional release. You find things that you wouldn't have expected through breath work. Is that a pretty common experience for people?
Oh gosh, yeah. Well, two things I'll say is most of us aren't aware of how we're breathing, and because we don't need to be, it's just like your breath just goes. But then what happens, like you said, when you're feeling certain ways, we can become aware and then shift our experiences very subtly. Like if you just want to feel more grounded and connected to your body, for example, just breathing lower into the belly helps bring your energy down, helps you feel more connected, more centered. And then if you want to feel more expansiveness or more aliveness, a lot of times breathing up into the chest will help create that. So just by becoming more aware, we have the ability to create more consciously, what's going on with ourselves and our bodies. Um, so, but about the emotional piece, because a lot of time what happens with our breath is it's a survival tool, too. So that when something is too intense or we just don't know how to cope with it because, like what if you have anger coming up as a child or sadness or something, and your parents or whoever's there with you is like, oh, don't feel that way. Don't yell at your brother. You need to be nice to people or whatever. Or, oh, don't cry about that. I'll get you a new toy. It's no big deal. So this emotion comes up as kids, and then we get messages that maybe that's not okay to feel that thing, or we don't feel safe to feel it. So then our breath will change as to like, oh, I'm not supposed to feel that. So we hold our breath a little bit, or maybe we don't breathe with the fullness that we were before. So back to the thing about we all have unique patterns. What happens then is a pattern is created then of like, okay, whenever sadness comes up, my low belly or my chest constricts so that I don't have to fully feel it because I don't know how, or I'm not supposed to, or it's just not good to feel. So then when you come to a breathwork class and maybe you've been holding in years of sadness or years of anger or shame or whatever it is, or just a week of it, who knows, then when we allow our breath to open, that emotion has permission and space and the energetic environment actually to like, okay, I don't actually have to hold all of that garbage in. It's okay for me to feel it, experience it, and then let it move on.
Awesome. Yes, testament over here. I felt that, and it's a really incredible thing to be able to access that through the breath. It's very restorative and healing. So thank you for again, Nicole Rager is going to be presenting at Lemon September 19th to the 25th, leading a guided breathwork session. You have to come and try it out if you haven't done it before. It's really powerful. It's really incredible. And we're going to be doing it together live. You'll have access to Nicole there to send some fun comments, let her know what happens when you go through the experience with her. And she's going to be joined by 30 other speakers and life coaches and wellness practitioners for this live online experience, equipping women to navigate major life changes successfully. And part of it is coming into our own bodies, coming into our own emotions, reconnecting with ourselves, and just breathing and being. So Nicole, again, for being part of this. I'm very excited for you to have a space to share your gift with everyone at Lemon Rebellion in September.
Yeah, my pleasure. I can't wait. Thank you so much.
Pleasure. All right. See you on the other side.